Hey guys, it's Ethan with Trackstar Motorworks. I am super excited right now and feeling really blessed to be having David Patterson from the YouTube channel, That Dude in Blue. Is coming here right now to review 3 cars that I've worked on and tuned. These 2 behind me, as well as Brian Rutan's 2JZ S13 drift car. Words cannot express the excitement. Man, let's get to it.
What's up, Ethan?
So happy to be here with you, man.
I'm so excited I'm here too. Guys, this is Ethan. Super cool dude. At the very last second, let me drive a bunch of their cars. I was like, I mean, if you're gonna let me, I'll show up. So here I am. What are we in right now?
So we're in a Unicorn Z06, you know, the rare white, and then I guess even having the black interior is a little bit more rare.
Yeah.
I think it's one of 300 and something in white and maybe just 200 with the black interior.
Yeah, we don't have the midlife crisis. You know, the tan and white or tan and red.
No, like this.
When it comes to the C5, I've driven a few of them, but I've never driven like a really nice one. So that's why I'm really excited. So what is done to this one in particular, Ethan?
So this one did start stock coming to my shop. Yes, so some people might be a little bit, you know, about modifying this one, but anyways, we did that. We did some bolt-ons, and then we later did a ANA supercharger.
Okay.
And it's pump gas. It's not a lot of boost. It's about 600 wheel horsepower.
So that's such a good number.
Just like
5 to 6 on the street is so good. Well, first, the shifter is super notchy. I really like that. I also a white C5 I think is my favorite. This is a nice, clean white C5 on CCWs. Just looking great. We have Toyo 888s as well, so we'll have plenty of grip once they warm up. It's a little chilly today, but I think we're okay. This is the Corvette I grew up with, right? It was the one that was the unattainable, like, oh, that's a dream car with the flip-up headlights and everything. And also, of course, the Mr. Deeds mobile. Remember at the end of that? I think with the LS platform being introduced with these cars, I'm just going to chill for a second. The LS platform with these cars, it just really showed how modern V8s were starting to kind of transform the entire car scene. Because if you think about it, like, the imports were really dominating. You know, I feel like in the 90s. And then finally, they came out with this thing, and I was like, okay, now there's something missing. Because you were originally a Honda guy.
Yes.
But now you tune just about everything.
I would pretty much echo what you just said about imports, because like I enjoyed when I had my turbo hatchback. I enjoyed a few years of beating a lot of domestic cars.
Sure.
And then the C6 Z06 came out.
Oh, yeah,
and then I caught my first loss against that car, and then the horsepower games just escalated.
Oh,
crazy.
Especially down here in Texas. The C5s and C6s are also just so user-friendly too. Like, they're easy to drive. Like, I got in this thing, I could just start. The Corvos are actually really comfortable too. I was actually pretty stoked about that. Some air in here.
Let me know at any time, I know.
It was right there.
You had to.
All right. Them apples. No, but that was second gear. Rolls really smooth, sounds really good. And I mean, for a while you could get C5s for an affordable price, but then, you know, the world happened, and then now they're back to being expensive. But I think what's really interesting too is, you know, the C6 is such a great car, but the C5 really laid that baseline out for it, you know. But yeah, the C5 steering wheel's always been weird to me too. How it has like this 4-spoke kind of jank. But yeah, then, you know, they used a Cobalt SS one in the next one, so I can't really say too much.
Oh man, I never actually realized that.
Yeah, it's a Cobalt SS steering wheel. Because I remember back in the day, in the early 2000s, it was like these, the Terminator Cobras and the Supras.
Yep.
Those are like the big dogs of the street.
that's another car, that Terminator Cobra. That's one that when that came out and I you know, was racing back then, I was like, oh, okay, he's there with me.
You gotta give the AAA a second, and then it'll do it.
And it feels pretty good. It feels better with you driving than with me driving.
But yeah, when it comes to the centrifugal stuff, what do you think about, like, say, the A&A superchargers and stuff like that when it comes to the vents?
I mean, A&A, first of all, like, it's a great kit. I love their products for sure. I always tell people, like, centrifugal versus roots or turbo or whatever, it really depends on what you're going to want to use the car for. So if it's a car that, like, if you're drag racing, then, you know, maybe the Whipple is better. But if you're road racing, then I'd say centrifugal. If you're looking for kind of all-around daily good, friendly, then I think the centrifugal is always the way to go.
It's incredibly smooth. I think you tuned it very well, and I love that you just tuned like everything. I think that's really nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, but you also tuned Evan's Evo, by the way, which I drove yesterday, just for time frame reference.
Yep, and then the IS300.
That's right.
The Evo is on Link, the IS300 is on ECU Master, and then of course this is HP Tuners.
Oh yeah, HP Tuners is awesome. Yeah, but it's funny, I'm putting the Link on my JC car, and then HP Tuners on my Mustang, and then like, there's so many options now, it's great. But no, hold on, where are we going? What do you think?
I'd say make a left, although we'd be heading back to the same kind of road that we were on a minute ago.
That's fine.
Yeah,
we can do like another loop and then we can head back. I mean, we're doing great. We've covered almost everything.
Yeah.
Do you know what suspension's on this? It's probably just like what coilovers or...
I did something to it, but I don't remember what. There's too many cars. I was asking the owner of the S13 earlier. I said, what was the horsepower again? And he said, I thought it was 6 something. And I'm like, no, I don't think it was 5 something, but...
But I mean, you know what's funny about these kind of cars are sometimes almost harder to review because they just work. You know, it's like, okay, you got the vet, you got a Z06, which is already a great car, then you did some work to it. It's crazy that you could have done this in 2003.
A long time ago.
You know, nowadays with the modern V8s, it's not so much of a surprise. It's like, oh, that's really cool. You know, you can just throw a blower or a turbo or whatever. But with these, like, this was so ahead of the time when it comes to the V8 stuff.
You'll go straight and then left.
Okay, cool.
And we'll be back on this same chunk of road that we were on earlier.
All right.
Yeah, I pretty much just run up and down this frontage road right
All right. She's spinning. Jeez. The thing about the vets is that even if they spin, it's predictable. Like, you kind of know where it's going to go. But that doesn't mean you stay in it. Everybody watching.
Smart man.
Yeah, that means you modulate throttle, you put a little bit of steering input if you have to. But I think a big problem with a lot of the times when people build these cars is they just stay in it and they put too much input in it, and then that's... Anything else you'd like to add about this car? I mean, it's just good, you know?
Yeah, and I think it's a very good level of, you know, stock motor, blower added, the power is good. We're not, but it's comfortable for every day, and you're not, you know, at risk of constantly breaking anything.
Yeah. Meanwhile, if you're in the, they're gonna hate me again. I say it all the time. If you're in the Evo lifestyle or something, see, even you're like nervous laugh.
No comment.
Well, Ethan, how can people find your shop?
Trackstar Motorworks. We're here in Haltom City, which is pretty much between Fort Worth and Dallas. You can shoot me a message on Facebook and give me a call. I pretty much tune in all day, every day.
Yeah.
Usually.
Well, earlier, to give you perspective, everybody's watching, when we were just hanging out filming, he said, I feel like I should be tuning right now.
This is a unique, and I really like the experience of not having frantically just worked and or tuned on a car, and then like all of these cars I know are working well, and all of the tunes have, you know, they've been run.
All right, that went very smooth. Thank you for the help. Appreciate it.
All right, man. Well, I really appreciate you coming out. I hope that you enjoyed the cars, and I'd be happy to have you another day if that.
Oh yeah, I'll be back. That's no doubt. I'll be back. It'll be one of those things where I'm gonna, like, 2 months out, be like, hey, so what's running?
Yeah, we can definitely make that happen. This was on short.
This was a
short
like
notice,
less than 24 hours in advance.
thanks to Evan for
hooking
orchestrating
us
and
up.
yeah.
Yeah, Evan's the man. He was too tired to come out today